doing? Break. But everybody else was probably joining their freshman year. Kind of junior college now. That's unsettling and upsetting. Especially when you're higher than fire, though.
What's up? Come over and say hi. Check. It's technical.
Hey, Ben, what were those changes?
What?
What were those changes for number?
Delaney is 20 and Addison is 16.
All right, Delaney 20, Anderson 16. They get old too quick. So 7-1.
like to welcome everybody to tonight's game. Girls soccer match, varsity match between Rock Island and your Peoria Notre Dame Irish.
Now that I look at the names of the help to be with, yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely nailed that one.
First, for the starting lineup for Rock Island, number 1, Abby Bomlin. Number 3, Wendy Romero Escamilla. Number 8, Yawa Hepa. Number 9, Ida Kimba. Number 10, Ayani Walonja. Number 11, Nancy Lopez. Number 17, Denise Carr. 21, Jade Jasper. Number 24, Lydia Bowman. Number 26, Olivia Samuelson. Number 29, Taylor Rice. And now the starting lineups for your Peoria Notre Dame Irish. In goal, number 1, Addie Janagi. Number 3, Lauren Galliano. Number 4, Ellen Garthwaite. Number 7, Maddie Stickelmeyer. Number 10, Casey Rogers. Number 11, Eddie Burr. Number 12, Meredith Oliver. Number 13, Lucy Burkett. Number 15, Claire Gerard. Number 18, Jenna Horst. And number 19, Jane Weir.
Good job, Baskin. Welcome, Peoria Notre Dame YouTube TV athletic fans, to our first soccer game of the 2022 girls season. I'm Rob Kinney, along here with Matt Blackford. We're happy to present you your Fighting Irish, Lady Irish, Peoria Notre Dame, welcoming our visitors from up north, Rock Island Rocks. Notre Dame will be in the blue, Rock Island in the white. Going across your screen, thank you for joining us. Happy to be bringing you this season. We have a fairly nice day for the middle of March and the first day of the season. It's only about 40 degrees cooler here than it was in my garage, so I consider that a victory. Matt, say hi to everybody. And as a former coach of some renown, what do you look for this first game of the season?
Well, you know, you're got to get used to one another. You know, I think we're gonna get used to the girls as well. You know, like we were kind of talking about the lineup, like, oh, we don't recognize a few of these girls, and some of them haven't played varsity soccer before, and you know, you're gonna have to. Everybody's got to kind of settle in and just do their job, play their position, and just kind of see what happens here. You know, a nice chance here right away for the Irish. But I think, you know, there's always jitters. I don't care who you're playing. I don't care if you're playing the #1 team in the state or the, you know, somebody who's last in your conference. You know, the first game of the year, there's going to be jitters, and there's probably going to be a little bit of, you know, overcompensation for things and trying to do too much at times and trying to do not enough at times. So it's just finding a real healthy balance here tonight to get a good result for the Irish.
Okay. Is the result as important as the process?
I think you want to have, I mean, you want to play your style and get the results. So that's kind of, you know, I guess I'm not answering your question, you know, but, you know, we want to try to play whatever system we're going to be in, and, you know, we've got to kind of figure that out, because I think we're in a little bit of a different formation than we've been in the past. And then if we can get, you know, figure that out and get the result, That's killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah, obviously, we should have phrased it as, of course, it'd be nice to have both play the way you want to play and see what you want to see, and get yourself a comfortable result.
Yeah.
All right, first 2 minutes here played mostly in the Irish zone, offensive zone, until, of course, I started talking about it. We get our first touch by Addie Jeanette, Irish returning goalkeeper.
I think you're gonna need to see our girls play with some real composure, especially if you're playing with three in the back. It looks like they're kind of in a 3-5-2, which it can be difficult at times. If you're not disciplined and play the spots the right way and you don't cover for one another. So there's got to be a lot of good pressure. There's got to be a lot of good support and cover in the back, and and a lot of communication.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes in girls soccer, the most difficult thing that girls have an issue with is communicating. Just because sometimes it's a confidence issue, but in the first few minutes here, I'm watching the defenders more than I'm watching the attackers, and I do see the three of those girls pointing and communicating right now, so that's a good thing if they can continue to do that. And it looks like they got Bear kind of sitting in front of them right there, so that she's going to play that spot and be disruptive, and if they can do that, they'll be successful, and get your number forward.
Yeah. I say when we played, with Ellen Dahlquist here, playing out on the left in the midfield, almost more playing like a wingback last year.
Beautiful chance there.
Oh yeah, skips right through.
Yeah, a little offsides though.
Yeah, well, gotta get that first one out of the way too there.
Might as well.
A little dry, slippery grass here. We were talking about the pitch. It's a little brown, little British Open looking grass here. Kind of like to see when I'm golfing. Add 20 yards to my 20-yard drive.
We were joking as the Bermuda grass has not come back yet.
It isn't.
But we do not have Bermuda, but.
We'll get some green. There'll be more green in a week and more green in a week, and then we'll be complaining about having to cut it too much. All right, Irish throwing in a couple good crosses here from both the right and the left side. Gotta like that.
Yeah, I like that we've gotten the ball wide. We've had some good service, and we've got girls that are trying to get in front of the net. And I mean, with the offsides call, I'll take that. I also like the fact that we've got a couple fouls already. That means we're playing hard and trying to win balls, trying to win 50-50s. Which is a big, stat that we talked a little bit about this last spring. That's one of the stats at halftime I'd always look at and see, where are we with fouls? Are we winning Are we winning that battle?
Yeah.
Not that we're dirty, but that we're just playing hard.
But you're going into challenges. Yeah.
So we're seeing that already from the girls, so that's good.
All right, our first sub comes in from Rock Island. Looks like they're gonna Delaney Carroll, number 15, coming in, replacing number 21, Jade Gasper. Out of bounds throw, directly out of bounds. Sneaky. Also illegal. Should point out for the fans who are watching, last year the Irish would be without Maya Wardle this year. Maya was normally rampaging down the right side there, using her superior speed to just about everybody else in the state to cause havoc down that right side. Sometimes on the left side, sometimes in the middle, but Dane's concentrating on basketball for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, yes, it's a little bit of a loss here for Notre Dame. But you know what? There's always somebody that's willing to step up and pick up the pace or pick up the intensity for you. I think that happens a lot of times at the end of the year when you're just, as a coaching staff, you'll sit down and go, oh man, we're going to lose these 7 girls, and how are we ever going to replace them? But there's always kids that, at least at Notre Dame, there are always kids that want to be in that position. They want that. They want that opportunity. They want that responsibility. Here's a
Casey,
great opportunity here for Casey to bury it.
Casey in
Well
on
done.
goal.
Good composure.
Very good composure there. Takes the necessary touches, gets it onto her left foot, puts it in the right corner. Very nice. 1-0 Irish. Comes at 34-20. More like 34-25. We need to stop the clock. Breaking in new clock and PA people. My brother Dave Kenny, longtime PA announcer and clock runner extraordinaire, has moved on to bigger and better things.
He's in the Premier League now?
He's in the Premier League now, right? That's right. Big fluffy yellow coat, you'll see him over there.
I think he had the Man U Crystal Palace game today.
All right, let's see how Rock Island responds here. We have a old-fashioned big old knee brace on Montse Lopez, number 11 back there, one of the main defenders. Hopefully that's something she'll shed during the year. Play a little more free. Irish through in another nice cross there.
Good ball. Claire does a really nice job of running it down and putting it back in, making it dangerous on them.
I'd like to see that. I think it was Casey, the goal scorer, actually threw in that cross this time, showing off her.
Yeah, I mean that was a really nice service from the left side for her, and just putting it in early. And I think you look at our shape right now. I think we need to play with a little more. I would call it depth, where we've got not such a huge gap in between our defenders and our midfielders.
Yeah, we got to get 20 yards there.
I mean for them to just slide in and get it, and they can receive and do things. We need to be a little bit more spaced, I think, and we'll have to figure that out as the season rolls on. And a lot of I wouldn't say a little bit, a lot of lack of width right now. Ellen needs to be wide when we have possession and pinch when we don't, and that's probably a little too much of a pinch right now. Because she's so fast, she can make up some ground pretty quickly.
Really, last year she played on the back line, but really played as a wing back, and absolutely galloped forward whenever she had a chance.
Yeah, and I think this will be a nice fit for her. I like her out wide there, and at the same time she can come back and cover and help the three backs as well. You can see right now she's kind of sliding back in and doing a nice job of that. And now it's like, let's get forward, let's get wider, but let's get forward.
Those people that stepped up and filled in last year when your daughter Lily went down with an injury near the end of the season. Came back eventually, thankfully, but Ellen stepped in, and big reason why the Irish made it all the way to the super sectional.
No, Ellen did a really nice job, in that spot. And I think now we got a little switch here. Parker's Miller's gonna come in here and play out wide, and they're gonna move Dahlquist up high. Which I was having a conversation with Coach Mike Baer this week about it. We were kind of talking about the games, and he's a firm believer that Helen Dahlquist is one of the best scorers in the school on the female side. And hopefully Ben is seeing that as well, and he's got her. He's put her up top now. So I'd like to see her get a chance to finish here.
She comes from a family of noted soccer players, so
just a couple.
She knows what she's doing there. Yeah, they learned it on their own. Craig didn't really teach them anything.
Well, I think he taught them to run.
Taught them how to run. Yeah, they did pick up on that pretty well.
Yeah. There you go, Ellen there running down a ball and locking it in. So here, give them a deep throw and see if we can't win it and keep it locked in. Looks like Rock Island's kind of put three up top now to kind of see what they can do against the three backs. 24 is kind of sliding back in now.
It seems fairly obvious, almost 10 minutes into the game here, that they're gonna do anything. They're gonna have to do it on the counter. They're not gonna be able to control possession and string a lot of passes together against the Irish. At least not in these first 10 minutes, not in the feeling out stage at least.
No.
They got a nice through ball in there. Just squirts away though. That was a nice pass there by number 29, Kayla Rice. Playing with her head up.
Gerard with a nice ball to Dahlquist up here. See if she can make something happen here. Pull a little rabbit out of her hat. Nope.
Yeah, good job by the defender. Earning another sub here for Rock Island. Rock Island putting on there. That's at least the third sub. Something else you like to do first game or two of the year is to play as many kids as you can, just to see how to get the nerves out of the way for one thing. Or do you want to try to see what the kids who earn that starting 11 do?
I think each coach is different. I think me personally, I wanted to go with my top, 13 to 15, and try to figure out my rotations pretty quickly and early, and but at the same time, when the situation arose to let people, get in and get some experience, I definitely was going to do that. I think that the season is just, it's not as long. It's a quick season with a lot of stuff put into it, and I think a lot of coaches now are kind of looking at it and saying, I don't want to play that many games because, it just wears on you. It wears on your kids.
Yeah.
A school our size sharing a lot of athletes. A lot of these girls are coming off of basketball, and some of them even played volleyball. You
Yep.
know, so you don't want to play a ton of games. I mean, you can.
Yeah.
I think, you know,
The opportunities out there.
It can wear on you. You know, I think even on the boys' side, it wears on you if you play the full max prior to, you know, the IHSA series starting. So
Yeah.
you gotta kind of be a little careful about that and who you play, when you play them, and there's a little bit of strategy to the scheduling anymore.
Yeah.
I think we were begging for more games like 8 years ago, and wanting to play more games, and now we have them, and I think now we sit back and go, I don't really want that many games.
I'm not so happy to be in a conference with 10 other teams
Yeah,
that field
you know,
girls soccer teams.
You get into a conference situation where you got some other ADs going, yeah, we'll just play everybody twice, and you're going, no, we're not going to do that.
We don't have a bus that can handle it.
We will play you once.
Zelandalkas going down the left side, took a nice ball there from,
Yeah,
I think it was Jane Gears.
You know, nice thing there. I mean, unfortunately, we didn't get the cross off. I think Ellen needs to do a little better job of getting that off, and she'll figure it out. But if you looked at the backside, we had runners, we had alleys, we had the goal framed. You know, so we were getting in front of the net. And I think that was really a shortcoming of ours last year on the girls' side, that we just could not score.
Yeah.
You know, we were winning games 1-0 and 2-1, and you know, sometimes we were in games where we were winning 3-0 when we were like, why aren't we scoring 7 goals?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
I do remember that.
I like the fact that we got girls in front of the frame, or you know, and getting it there. So we'll see. You know, progress here. Nice job by Lauren there to dig that ball out.
Lauren earned herself a starting spot this year.
That was a nice little Meredith Oliver, a nice little win there, and I think she's a kid that's really got to step up for the Irish this year. You know, she's a kid that is a strong kid. She's talented. You know, she's somebody that I was impressed with in the winter in the weight room. You know, works hard in the weight room, got stronger. You know, I think she's a kid that takes a little while to warm up to things. You know, and she's got to play with a little more confidence, and you know, she's going to get that confidence, and she can be a nice stronghold back there and do some nice things, because she can hit the ball with the right or left foot and get service for the Irish.
Her and Elliot just switched there for a bit. Elliot
Yeah.
dropped back onto the lane. The Meredith moved up to that center
Yeah,
mid
they've
position.
got to learn to do that, and when they've got to recognize that, I think that was coming from the bench. I think it was Coach Carew was screaming at her to get back. You know, but they've got to see that, and they've got to communicate. You know, it's okay for Meredith to go, but it's also okay for Meredith to say, hey, I'm going. Somebody cover for me. You know, and then and we recognize that before she even tells us that. And another good, strong win there.
She is unafraid.
No, yeah.
Natalie Ivy, number 2 for the Irish,
And
popped into the game.
You know, with 3 in the back, we cannot make mistakes like that. You know, we have to be able to just do a better job with the ball at our feet there.
You are susceptible to that. Yeah, that little hip over or skip over or whatever, just a missed header or whatever.
We need to be cleaner. You know, it's like we got to win balls, and once we win them, then we got to get it. We got to find feet and get them out, and not just bang balls there. So like right there, we got to be clean. You know, and if we're gonna do that, then we got to go win it.
Lucy Burkett, first time calling her name today. Nice job of winning that first ball.
You know, Maddie with a nice ball.
There's Natalie using her speed. Chase it down. Good job by the defender. Rock Island there, clearing it out, making a nice square pass.
Rock Island's kind of settled into this a little bit. You know, like they've dropped some numbers back. They've put 3 up top. You know, they've tried to bang some balls up there and see if they can't go, you know, match up 1-for-1 up there. And so,
yeah, they're stringing some passes together here in the last couple of minutes.
That's what people are going to do against it. They're going to see it, and they're going to. I mean, that's what I would do. I would try to match those 3 up and take my chances. You know, see if Parker can get something going here. Nice little move.
Yeah, a little heavy touch there. Yeah,
I would have tried to. I wish we would have taken that touch more to the circle. You know, the D right there. And that would have really opened up some opportunities there.
Yeah, she went pretty square there instead of it going to the angle.
Not sure what he's calling here.
There we go. There's Parker's excuse. That ball wasn't official there.
That's exactly what happened.
It was not official there in that ball.
looks to me
See
like
the smoke coming out of Coach Bear's ears.
we
He hates
have-
that. He hates this.
it sounds to me like we've got some people letting air out of the balls over here.
Tom
Has
Brady.
anybody seen Tom Brady?
around here?
Somebody not pump those balls up? I think Coach Bear was supposed to pump those balls up.
He's using last year's air. I don't know.
That air is spoiled.
It is.
That's the air from the fall of 2021.
Tell him to put it in a double Ziploc bag. I think he just used a single.
Oh man. Rock Island, they're gonna do it. They're gonna put those subs in and try to keep people fresh.
Yeah, maybe that nobody won them.
They have 5 coming in. They had 3. They had 3 at the spot, and then 2 more were just left the bench area. And they're like, you know what, we're going in.
We're going in anyway.
The linesman's just like, I don't even, whatever, just go in. Now he's trying to figure out who's coming off, who's staying on.
He's just hoping there's 11 kids out there, not more.
That's the old trick.
There you go.
I thought 3 went in, but 5, and now down there, Rock Island's playing with 13. I don't think that's fair. Here's a chance for Parker. Well done.
Oh, very nice composure there. Great job of playing the miss. Just the defender did not make the play there. Ball probably hopped up a little higher than she was expecting off this dry ground, and Parker was right there.
Good finish. Good left-footed finish to the backside. 2
left-footed finishes for the Irishes. 2 goals so far. That comes at about the 23-minute mark. Irish with a 2-0 lead. I have missed my guess at Parker's first varsity goal, right? Just a sophomore.
Yeah, I believe that.
Probably get. I mean, maybe one of the, I don't know, a manual game or something last year. But first one I remember calling.
No, I think you're right. I would have.
Good for her. Congratulations, Parker Miller.
So nice. We were able to win that ball there nicely, but everybody's running straight ahead. I think we watch film tomorrow or the next couple days. Our forwards are just taking off and going away from the girl with the ball instead of finding some alleys to get into and getting some diagonal runs.
Allie Bear taking advantage of the wind there. Took a hop over the goalie. Goalie did a good job of pulling her hands back. Ellen Dahlquist back in. Ellie taking a well-earned breather.
Yeah. I think you're seeing the importance of, Dahlquist right now as a sophomore. She started in the midfield. She went to forward and as an outside midfielder at that. Then she goes to forward, and then now she's playing that holding mid spot in front of the back line. So, but I think at the same time we have to recognize too that we don't have Carew with us tonight. So
Katie's not here. Sammy Laird also out with a patella problem.
Yeah. And I think I'm sure those girls want to play, but I think it's probably smart at this point just to kind of get it taken care of, and especially with Kaylee, and I think she's gonna be somebody that they really need to be kind of a leader back there in the area that they're gonna need her. And she's been dealing with that tendonitis.
Rest is all that works
all winter, so hopefully she can get it sorted out.
Good run there by Claire Gerard, making a nice run. It was one of those straight runs we were talking about, but that's where the ball was.
Yeah.
A little heavy first touch, but it's all right.
I think Claire's a kid that really came into her own last spring too, and I think that she's going to have a big year. She's a kid she's big, she's strong, she's powerful, and she's got as you can see there, she got some finesse, and she can maneuver with the ball. So she's a kid that's going to do well. The only problem I have right now is that last year when I couldn't read their numbers, I went off of the yellow shoes of Claire, and now I've got Dahlquist with yellow shoes too. But I think
bad coaching by Ben. If you ask me, you really shouldn't have that.
I think we should have a rule that every kid has a different colored pair of shoes, so I can determine who they are without looking at their numbers.
I'm all for that.
Lucy's gonna have she can maybe dig that ball out, but she's gonna have a better opportunity to dig that ball out if she would have made like a different run. She ran right where she had the ball.
And Irish fire their first ball over the crossbar this season. Casey Rogers, goal scorer, coming back in. Oh, have everybody's name going down here. They're replacing Lucy Burkett, it looks like.
A lot of planes coming through here tonight. I mean, we usually see a few, but man, these are stacked up like O'Hare tonight.
Well, hopefully they're bringing Rachel's luggage. My daughter was trapped in Dallas-Fort Worth for 24 hours because of plane problems yesterday and a good portion of today. Good news is she's tried every vending machine, she said, at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. So if you need a recommendation, she's got them for you.
The old knee ball.
Yeah, at least it wasn't a throw in that hit him in the hip. Your favorite.
Oh, that's just as bad. I mean, just, you know, and then like everybody looks at that kid like, oh, how come you didn't control that ball? Well,
come on, Pele.
She threw it at my chin.
That's right.
I couldn't do anything with it.
I don't have Velcro on my sternum. What do you want me to do?
Handball there.
Come down here, the 18.5-minute mark here. Irish up 2-0. Much dominated this game in terms of time of possession. Passes completed.
Oh, danger here. Danger.
Oh, they're doing a good job of 18 there. Rock Island.
Yeah, we got to have more composure with that ball there. I mean, that's.
It was Melanie Nevinger who was putting pressure on. Ambitious.
Yeah.
It's kind of between a cross and a shot there by number 24. She got the leg for it, Olivia Bowman.
Maddie did a nice job of bodying her off the ball there. Ooh. Oh.
Oh, too bad. That's an individual skill there. Yeah. Number 9, Uda Kimba.
Yeah, there's our three got to be we got to get a little more composure, you know, especially I think Jane. You know, I'll be honest with you, Jane is the strongest kid on the team. You know, if you look at her maxes from the winter workouts, you know, she's got to be stronger on the ball, and she's got to be able to just win those things. And if not win the ball, then she's going to have to figure out a way to get the play to stop, you know. But we have to be cleaner with that. We can't give balls away in the back, because a team more offensive-minded than this is going to make us pay when we do things like that.
Irish trying to work the ball in the middle, cleared out by Rocks. And Parker Miller scoring the second goal. So this is a nice cross there. And a touch there, Maddie Stickelmeyer allows the ball to run outside. That was a good job there.
Up the line here. Ooh, good ball. Ooh, nice. Ooh.
Oh, very well done there. Nice cross.
Well done.
Casey Rogers, I think, with the header. The initial header there, and
Natalie on the backside of it.
Natalie Ivy right where she's supposed to be. Just drug it a little bit wide.
Really try to take that ball back to where it came from, and you're going to have a better opportunity. Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Del Valle comes off for her first rest of the evening.
Yeah, good job out there.
Did not see who came in for her. I think Bear came back in.
I think Ellie came back in, yeah. So now she's going to have her and Ellen both. Or Ellie's going to play a little bit more forward, maybe. Outside, at least.
Yeah, it looks like
she's
making attacking
she's making an interior run there.
Oof, good cross. Here, we were just a lack of width, lack of shape. You know, if we just had a little better shape, we were making our runs that way, that would have been a...
Yeah. If we had a 6-footer there with a 30-inch vertical jump, that's one thing.
Maybe a 5'10"er. You never know.
No, come on. The big boot clear there by Olivia Bowman. We're getting reports from our pounds per square inch expert that the ball still sounds a little bit flat to him, Coach Bear. PSI, PSI Peoria.
Don't worry, they got Coach Stride on it down there. He's down here pumping the balls up.
Doing a little CPR on the balls, it looks like. They're bringing that one back to life.
They didn't bring a pump. He is blue-faced right now.
I think he's letting air out of your car, Matt. That's
Hey,
yours, isn't it?
Whatever we got to do to get air in those balls. We just go over there, take a twig to my tires, and put the ball right up and go for it.
All right, 14.5-minute mark here. Irish maintaining their 2-0 lead. Goals from Casey Rogers and number 5, Parker Miller, their first varsity goal of her career. Irish got to pounce on this weak goal kick.
Yeah. A lot of first game jitters, a lot of first game touches, lack thereof, and it gets sorted out. I mean, the field looks nice, but I'm sure it's not the greatest.
Pretty knobby.
We haven't had a chance to roll it. You can see that it's a little rough just from even up here. The toughs is a good way of explaining it. But once you get that first mow and you get a roll on it, it'll be really, really nice. But it's gonna be a couple weeks probably. We got numbers, oof.
Good job opening up her hips there and going for the near post, trying to sneak it into the short side.
Really a nice little run, I think.
Kayla Rice over there, 29, I believe, for the Rocks.
But she did a nice job of really taking it to us. And, I think we were kind of playing like, oh, you're going to serve it, and kind of playing that she was going to serve it, and she did not. She just kept taking space.
It's either that or she's a lot faster than we gave her credit for, because in about 3 steps, she was by us. The Irish responding well, though. Down the right side here. Casey using that speed. Going to throw in deep Rock Island territory. The Irish bring on Lucy Burkett, number 16, Addison Bellamy, her first action of the day. And Lauren Della Valle back in.
Number 16, Addison Bellamy.
Nice high cross, going to be difficult to deal with. Couldn't quite direct it on frame though, but the Irish did a good job getting to it first, picked it out of the air, didn't let it bounce. I think that was Ellie.
Just kind of all the new bodies out there, just kind of looking to see where we have who is where. Looks like Bellamy's out going to play out wide to the left. Freshman. First chance she's had to play varsity soccer.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she's a little nervous.
Nervous and excited. Use the nerves.
Looks like Bear kind of slid back into that spot that she started in. Kind of holding mid spot, and Lauren's back as a midfielder, attacking midfielder with Bear might be with her actually now. I'm kind of looking at Dahlquist is going to be sliding in behind there.
I still just have 2 up top still.
Yeah.
Lucy. Yeah. Casey up there now. 26 slips inside there and gets that pass. That's a handball in a dangerous position.
Trying to get some people back and get behind the ball here quickly.
Yeah, it's going to be into what little wind we have at the moment. And Rock Island's probably catching a break that the wind's not really whipping around at the moment. The first test here maybe for Addie Jeanette of the
somebody's about to get some silly string on their shoes.
No noisemakers, but we can use silly string. I don't understand. Lucy Bowman, she goes right for it. Ooh, boy, that was dangerous. Good job by Jeanette and staying behind it, getting 2 hands on it, but a little more power behind that. It would have been a little closer to underneath that crossbar than it was. Nice job, Lucy Burkett.
Oh, keep going that way. Wanted to go to her right foot. I think she keeps carrying that ball left. Boy, she's got a chance to score. But we want to go to our right.
Scored the left foot earlier.
Back to it.
Ooh. It was a vicious shot.
All in the master plan. She's probably going to look at this film tomorrow and be like, Coach, I knew I was going to go back to the right because I just go over there and the ball would show up to my right foot again.
I'm playing chess. You're playing checkers, Coach. All right? Just calm down. Casey did crack off a tremendous right-footed shot there. Just about a foot high. Tough not to lean back on those when you are flat-footed when you're kicking. 9.5 minutes to go here. Irish searching for a 3rd goal at least here. And
I
get it right there.
By.
Yeah.
Stickelmeyer No, that was not Stick. Who's that? 7? That's Maddie Stickelmeyer.
Maddie Stickelmeyer in her
Look
first.
at that. Freshman.
I'm definitely going to say that's her first varsity
Yeah,
goal.
for sure.
I can do math. She was in 8th grade last year. Maddie did a very nice job on the basketball court this year. The JV. Practiced some with the varsity too, I believe. Quite an athlete. Gets rewarded by Sophie Stickelmeyer. The Irish now up 3-0. Throw in deep here. Yeah, fairly deep. Probably a foul throw, but they don't call foul throws anymore, in my opinion. That didn't exactly snap their hands forward.
This is a little concerning, you know, and how we're not getting the ball out of the back. You know, I feel like we need to be a lot cleaner, and I think we need to be a lot stronger. A lot of ball chasing right now. I mean, we're just chasing the ball, and if you're going to play a 3 in the back, you better be disciplined. You better play your area, and you better communicate. And right now, we look pretty susceptible.
Probably not a problem against Rock Island's current squad,
Right?
But yeah, a problem in the future. We're going to throw in 8.5 minutes to go.
You know, I think it you know, at times it can be concerning just because, I mean, I think you feel like you can just go do those things against maybe a team like you're playing tonight. But I think a week from now, 5 days from now, you're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah, I don't know what our next games are. I know we have 2 more home games in this month of March.
Saturday we are at Geneseo.
Saturday we're at okay, so Geneseo's going. We're going there, and
Yes.
our home. Always good to play up there.
Right now we are down. We are down numbers in the back, and we better call 2 people back right now because we are in trouble if I'm clear. If I'm Oliver, I am screaming at people right now.
Coach is recognizing it.
Hit it with the one-timer. Oh. Yep. Kept that locked in. Got a chance.
Yeah, Addison Bellamy.
Yeah, we better figure out if we're going to send our big bodies forward, when we better send 2 bodies back. You know, somebody's going to counter us quickly.
Yeah, I think everybody was trying to score off of get a chance to get a foot on or a head on the corner there. Meredith was gesturing to have people back, but I think she's just got to be a little bit louder. She's wearing a captain's armband. That shouldn't be a problem for Meredith.
Mm-hmm.
All right, about 6 minutes, 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Irish up 3-0. Goals from 3 different girls, which you always like to see.
Yeah, I mean, you spread that wealth around, but you know, people are getting in front of the net, and you know, I think the other thing you're seeing a lot of different kids playing in a lot of different spots, which can be good. You know, I mean, that's if you can interchange and you can give kids breaks.
It's bad for the play-by-play guy trying to figure out who's who, but I don't expect them to think about me at this point of the season.
Yeah, but they're at the same. I mean, they're getting kids in different spots, and they seem to be playing it pretty well. And if you can figure out a rotation where you keep people fresh, keep them clean, you know, that'll benefit you. You know, kind of something we talked about early on. What would you do? And you know, trying to figure that rotation out is a big deal, and trying to figure out where you can play people. I think, you know, you get a kid that are you going to run her out wide for 30 minutes in the first half, and then ask her to go play. Give her a 2 or 3 minute break, and then say, "Hey, go play attacking center midfielder." And that's pretty difficult.
Yeah, it is hard to do on the.
But if you can figure out a way to do that by giving her 5 minutes here and putting her in a spot where she doesn't have to run as much, then that's that can help you, and it will help you as the season progresses. Ooh, get that ball, get control of it.
Nice pass to space there, but just a little bit too much mustard on it.
Yeah, I think, you're getting to that last 5 minutes of the half, and then legs are starting to get heavy a little bit. They probably haven't extended this much energy so far this year. It's been tough to get outside the early part on, up until about a week ago. So,
Yeah,
you're not used to running on a big field.
Probably in the regular season, the most adrenaline-filled.
Yep.
The first half of the year, everybody's getting their first shot. Some kids, their very first shot of varsity action.
Yeah, this is when you're gonna, you'll see your shape gets a little poor during this time because you don't want to work hard enough to get wide, or you don't want to work hard enough to come back. You're tired. Look at the green grass that we have out here. Why that we just, if the ball comes out here, we're not gonna win possession.
Creeping down towards the 4-minute mark here. Rock Island with a throw in, far side. Rock Island's actually acquitted themselves fairly well. They've put some pressure on us. They've strung some passes together. They have some individuals who have shown some definite moments. I mean, they were outmanned on the at the macro level.
Yeah, a nice run here by Claire. Just a strong body that just kind of runs by people and keeps them off of her. You know what I mean? She holds people off so well. Doesn't have a lot of, not necessarily need a lot of moves to do that, but she did a nice job there. Just kind of, hey, I got space. I'm going to go forward. And I'm going to get service.
Yeah, she did a good job without interrupting the run. She didn't slow down at all.
Nice little touch here. Let's see her on the right. Oh, well done.
We
Bear did a nice job of finding her, and she did a nice job of kind of bringing that ball over to her right foot and getting a quick shot off. I mean, I think if more girls would do what Claire just did, you're going to see more goals scored. Because you're going to catch a keeper.
Yeah.
Not expecting you to hit it as quickly as that, and especially from that distance.
Yeah. Well, you don't see those 5'10", 6-foot keepers.
No.
And like that, and so you have some space there underneath the bar.
Let's see, Boost. Oh, hit it here loose. Hit it loose. Not a girl.
There she goes. Good save. Good reactions by the goalkeeper. Number 1, Addie Bomlin. Addie Bomlin. Number 1 keeper for Rock Island. Just what you're talking about there, Lucy. Just let that fly.
There you go. Just
sort of aim
low
at the
and
keeper
hard, low and hard. Last thing you look at, right?
Yep.
That's why these keepers
see it in the Premier League.
That's why they wear these colorful costumes. Oof.
Oh, just puts it onto the top of the roof. I thought that might sneak in. End up being about 3 yards or 2-3 feet deep. Getting close to the 2-minute warning, which of course we do not have in this version of football. I know.
Now you were back to what you were saying about Rock Island. I think they've done some nice things. They've been able to get the ball forward, not all the time, but they've found their chances. They've got the ball. They've worked the ball through the midfield, and they found their forwards. And they got a couple forwards that have good pace and they're strong, and they've kind of ran by us a little bit.
Yeah.
So we've got to, I think at halftime that would be the biggest thing that I would be talking about is, how can I shore it up in the back a little, not a little bit, a lot, in terms of that. I think I'd be pretty, I don't want to say harsh, but I'd be very evident that I wanted to improve what I was seeing, in terms of the back line.
Number 1 priority for the second half is what we're doing in the back. Lauren Del Valle doing a good job there. Free herself. There's a ball there. Casey's going to get to it. It's like she can't quite. Look like Casey was planning on making an inside run there, an inside channel. And the ball was played out to her left, so she had to redirect her focus. Couldn't quite get to it.
No, that would be good. I mean, but we are getting the ball forward, and then I think the one thing I said before is we're getting numbers forward, and I mean that's good. And I think we need to be, how are we transitioning out of that? How are we getting back? I think that will be something that we have to be, just very aware of that as we kind of progress in this. And I think that's why we're seeing such a big space in between the back line and really the midfielders, because we are getting a lot of numbers forward, but at the same time we got to have some better spacing, and we got to know who's going and who's not going, and who's coming back to help cover.
Yeah, more
So.
discipline, more communication. Well, we're down to 2 seconds to go here in the first half. This half is going to find the Irish as the possessors of a 3-0 lead.
Well, I think as we go to halftime here, we want to thank our Premier Match sponsor, our Premier Match Day sponsor, Attorney Richard Russo and the law firm of Davis and Campbell. They offer its clients a wide spectrum of legal and business counseling services. The firm represents local, regional, and national clients ranging in size from Fortune 500 companies to sole entrepreneurs to nonprofit organizations and also to government bodies. Davis and Campbell's philosophy is to provide efficient, prompt, and exceedingly high-quality legal services at an affordable rate, and we thank them for their sponsorship today.
Yeah, we certainly do appreciate that. Like I always said, we love to do it for you, but we can't do it without you. Our sponsors are everything. We don't get off the mat with these things if it wasn't for the sponsors. All right, wrap up there the first half of the season for the Irish. Get to play it here, fortunately, up on top of the hill, Peoria Notre Dame's campus, north part of Peoria. Irish have a 3-0 lead on goals from 3 different girls. Did a lot of good things, got a lot of loose things that will be looked at not just halftime, but the next couple practices. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so of real time to bring you the second half. Thanks for joining us. right, welcome back, Peoria Notre Dame Lady Irish soccer fans, to Peoria, campus of Peoria Notre Dame for the second half of this inaugural game of the 2022 season for your Lady Irish. Welcoming the Rock Island Rocks in here. The Irish are the proud owners of a 3-0 lead in the first half, in which they did a lot of things well and a few things to work on here. Based on my eavesdropping of conversations between two guys that know a lot more about soccer than I do at halftime. One of those guys was Coach Matt Blackford. Matt, what as a coach would you want to see improve in the second half?
Well, I think we need to just there's a few things that I would really be hammering on right now. Number one, just how we're playing as a back three, you know, and our shape, our decision making with the ball, without the ball, winning the ball, when we have it, finding feet, you know, just being a lot more organized than we were. I think the second thing is, you know, just trying to possess the ball with better shape, you know, knocking the ball around. I think we have to do a better job of holding on to it, and that will help our shape, I think, as we progress forward. But, you know, just banging the ball forward is probably not going to be our style and isn't going to help us win games. And I think we did a lot of that in the first half. I think early on we tried to kind of knock it around a little bit, but then we just kind of fell into knocking balls, and it's really not our style. It never really has been, and it's not something that really works for us.
All right, we'll keep those nuggets in mind here and see what the Irish do now as the lights start to take effect here. Just about 7 p.m. local time. Which is great because that's where we are.
I think we used to, you know, we always talked about playing Irish soccer, and what Irish soccer meant to our program was that we were going to possess the ball. You know, we were going to knock it around, and we were going to just frustrate people that they could never touch it and have it.
Not based on individual brilliance and
exactly
handball there by number 12, Meredith Oliver.
And I feel like we just need to get back to that right now. It's not that we can't do it. We just have decided not to, you know, for whatever reason. You know, so playing some Irish soccer and getting the ball on our feet and only our feet and not letting them have it, you know, is what we want to do here. I don't think I'd waste two people in a wall from 60 yards here. You know, I think we'd better be marked or find shape than to do that.
You don't think that wall kept number 24 from going directly for goal there?
I think she was
from 42 yards
going to make it from there.
Noted.
Duly noted. But, yeah, so we just need to be a little better in regards to that. You know, take some baby steps here, be better with the possession. You know, score goals off of your possession. You don't have to just be the best at it right now, but let's see if we can get better than we were in the first half. I think, I think that we did a nice job, like Baird just getting called for a foul there. That's fine. You know, I'm all right with that. And like we said earlier in the first half, we've played hard, and I think it's across the board that we've done that, especially through the midfield and our forwards. I think we need to do a little better job in the back. I'm kind of harping on the three backs right now, and you know, I'm sure they're going to hear this and give me dirty looks at school, but you know, we want you to be the best you can be, and we're going to work hard to do that. So
well, part of it is that gap between the midfielders and the back line. It puts the back line under a tremendous amount of pressure sometimes.
100%. Yep. And so, like right now, we're getting numbers forward, but we got three runners running straight ahead. You know, so and that's easy to defend right there. As you see, if you're just going to run straight ahead, it's easy for those defenders to just run straight ahead with you too, and just kind of push you off the ball there. So we need to see a little bit more creativity out of our runs as well, because that'll help us possess, and then being able to get back and have better shape. So we'll see here. Like right now, I feel like the shape is a little better, but hopefully we were harping on that at halftime.
We shall see here. Usually let the first 5-7 minutes to play out. See if you fall back into the habits from the first half. And Meredith Oliver there doing a good job. I think I misidentified Meredith as wearing the captain's armband earlier. That was Jenna Horst, number 18, not number 12, who was doing that. Sorry, Meredith, for the demotion. Rock Island's first sustained amount of possession here,
Trying to hold on to it a little bit, and girls making runs forward and trying to get here. They get a chance here. Let's see if they can't put one in. And we've got to do a job of getting it out and holding on to possession. So we just can't give balls away like that.
That's just that's just a boot to nowhere.
And that's kind of what we did a lot of that in the first half. Like, okay, I have the ball and I don't know where to go. I'm going to panic and just get rid of it. Not to pick on Lauren, but we just did a lot of that. And so we have to get better at not doing that. And sometimes, like Coach Bear says, sometimes you got to go backwards. You got to go negative, to hold on to it, And I think that's an important thing to get across to your players. If you go backwards, you still got possession. Who cares?
Yeah. Good job by the defender coming back and dispossessing.
Yeah.
A good run there. Who was that? Ellen?
That looks like Lucy who made the run
it was
off.
Lucy making a run off of Casey's run. You were right, Lucy Burkett. She's got red heels. That's all I'm going to know her for one day at least. All right, 5 minutes gone in this second 40 minutes. You're the coaches talking about keeping your width.
Yeah,
you're talking about that shape that you were talking about.
It's going to open, like the thing that we don't realize. I think sometimes why is this such an important thing? Why do I need to get wide? Well, the wider you get, the more space you give to your forwards to make more creative runs. But if everybody's stuck in the middle, there's nowhere to run to, because you just brought every defender into the middle part of the pitch, and it's really hard to navigate then.
Yeah.
And so if you want to help each other out, spread out.
Yeah.
We used to say that a lot. Help each other out by spreading out. And we're not doing a very good job of that right now.
Make every defender have to worry about one person, not be able to guard two people.
There's a million people in the United States that love basketball and understand basketball, that maybe be listening to this or watching this, that are kind of new to soccer, especially parents and grandparents. But soccer and basketball have so many similarities.
Yes, they do.
Like, if you want to understand what we're talking about, go try to play basketball by just everybody standing in the lane and nobody going out on the perimeter, or everybody go out on the perimeter and don't go in the lane, and see how many points you score. The same thing in soccer. You can't all be in the same spot because nothing's going to happen. It's just a crowded mess.
Why do some of the best players in the world go and stand in the corner for 10, 12, 15 seconds at a time? It's not that they're out of the play. They're influencing the play.
Right. You want to, some of your best basketball games you ever watch are those ones that have that just creative offense that move all the time and they never stop. And same thing in soccer. If you're not moving, nothing good's happening.
Good job, Meredith Fowler there, blocking that pass by Kayla Rice, number 29 from Rock Island.
I think sometimes too, like, people don't realize that, like, nice tackle by Bear. Well done. Good dispossession there. Like, if you're watching a game and your kid's playing and they're standing, they are not playing. I don't know how many times I've screamed that. Like, if you're standing, you're not playing and you need to come out. You should be always moving. I don't care if that's just walking to get wider while the ball is out of bounds, or if that's just jogging to get back because there's a dead ball, but you should always be moving.
Yep, the refs are always moving. The ball girls are always moving. You should probably be too.
Yep.
There's Casey making another run here. She's got Lucy with her again. And Maddie Stickelmeyer making a run down the right.
Ooh, if I'm Stickelmeyer, I'm screaming for that ball.
And Maddie got the ball kind of caught in her feet there. Or not Maddie, but Casey kind of got the ball caught in her feet there.
We have a little more depth here, a little more space, and a little more shape.
Yeah, we definitely reduced
There's
the
not
gap.
such a big gap, that from the front to the back like there was. It looks like, especially I think Ellie looks like a lot more cognitive of making sure that she's in that space. And that's a ball that we've got to win back right now. Well done by Oliver. But, like, somebody has to recognize that they got to go back and help. If Oliver's coming forward like that to win a ball, and then we're leaving just two in the back, we've got to be – somebody's got to slide back there, almost like Lauren Del Valle in that situation. Should have just kept sprinting back since off that loss of possession. We have to get back there because somebody had to come cover for her. So, and that's going to have to come from those backs also figuring that out too and learning to communicate.
It's
So.
going to come from playing more together in games, not just practice.
But we're going to be very, susceptible to a counter, because I think it was was it Sticklemeyer that made that run up the yeah, Maddie made that hard run up the right side, and then they got the ball back, and then there's no help back there because we can't get back quick enough, so you got to communicate, and you got to be screaming at some of your midfielders that didn't get quite as forward to get back and get into that situation.
Yeah, you love your overlapping runs from your defenders because it confuses the other team's defense, but if it's leaving you a gap. And Natalie Ivy in, Casey Rogers out. For the Rocks, we have number 7. So Paul coming in, and Yiwa. Hey, Paul. Or Yiwa Paul coming in. Looks like sisters replacing each other. Sure, we'll talk about that on the way home.
I think Natalie Ivy had a chance to make a run wide there that would have really got the ball into the attack, and she decided to go more inside and straight ahead. And that's kind of the runs we've been talking about that we've done all night, is just kind of run straight ahead. So when we look at this on film tomorrow, is say, hey, the better run is to run wide, almost to the flag, and get the ball there, and then get a chance for service for other people making runs from the other side into the middle. So
coach wants to call those Pinewood Derby runs, where everybody just running straight ahead,
straight ahead.
and they're in their channels, and you can't get out of it.
Yeah.
And there's it just makes you predictable.
And if you remember what we were talking about, like where are you going to? People want to go to the goal, which is the middle of the pitch. So that's where most of your defenders are. So if you're making a run to the middle, you're easily marked. There's space. There's people there that are taking that space from you. Good win, another good win from Bear. Let's go the other way. There we go.
Let's do it quick.
And there's a that's what we're talking about, the negative ball, right? Like get that ball backwards, hold on to possession, change the point of attack. I don't think we've changed the point of attack. That might have been the first time all game we've changed the point of attack, and now we've got the ball all the way up the other side of the flank and with possession, and here's a chance to score. And how about a left-footed blast?
Oh, solid there.
I mean, but.
Beautiful.
Negative passes, like Coach Bear was talking about at halftime. Get a negative pass, switch the point of attack.
Well, it didn't take, 12 seconds for Sticklemeyer to get a shot off from. She was right down here in front of us.
Yeah. And we probably had 5 passes.
Yeah.
So that's what we have to do. That's Irish soccer there. It's hard to defend when you let the ball do the work. It's a heck of a lot easier than you running around with it like a chicken with your head cut off, or just banging it forward for somebody to try to run onto it against 3 defenders.
Getting down to 28 minutes left here.
See, I like to see. Let's just hold on to it back here. Can we find feet? There we go. Find feet, go backwards. Good. Come this way now. Somebody come this way. Give her the ball. There you go. Get out here, Maddie. Maddie, come out here wide. Look at her. Don't have to go forward. What do you see? That'll work. That's possession right there. That's Irish soccer. That's what's going to spread you out, and now you're all getting forward.
Everybody who made the pass moved after the pass.
Somebody's got a stop ball. I would have liked to seen a tackle there by old Yellow Shoes. Claire. I'd like to seen her tackle that ball right there. Either you're going to win it or you're not, but you're probably going to stop the play, and now they still have possession because we're not willing to tackle right there at midfield.
Donk was not going to be able to run that one down.
It's a tough ball to play there. I don't know. I think I'd rather play a shorter ball to someone that's kind of in front of me, and then let her maybe look and go backwards and get that ball there eventually. Instead of going there with 1 pass, we'd probably get there in 3 passes.
Yeah.
But what's the positive takeaways right now? We're doing what we talked about at halftime. Was like, hey, this is what they have to do to get better, and we're starting to do it. So that's good. That's positive. Our shape is better. We're more compact. We're not seeing a space there.
That's good physicality there by Natalie Ivy.
Go backwards. There you go. That's good soccer right there. So make them come out of their shell a little bit. Look and see what you got. Who's open. And that's kind of that. I don't like that ball. That ball's we're banging balls to people that can't run them down now.
Yeah.
We did 1, 2, 3, and then a banger, and that's not really our style.
No, never has been. It works. Maybe you have the right personnel. But we don't. Our person, we're not set up that way. We're not. Yeah.
We haven't been that way, and I couldn't even tell you the last time.
The last time, yeah, we had somebody who could run. I mean, we've had people that
throw
was
you.
fast enough to do that. But
I'll throw one at you. Lindsay Meister.
Geez, yeah. Just going back there.
I mean, she was only an All-American, but she was pretty darn good. And we could just bang balls to her all day long. She was faster than most boys at every school in the Peoria area.
Well, she made the mistake of graduating in 4 years. Really let the program down.
No, she did. That is the truth. I mean, we were trying to get a 5th year out of her, but she wanted to graduate.
Went to class. I'm waiting for some Rock Island Rocks to
Rachel
get off the
Blakesley
field here.
Rachel Blakesley would be another one I'd throw at you. You could bang a ball to her and she would run it down and run over anybody over that got in her way. And did the same thing at the University of Iowa.
All right, play starts up again with an Irish throw on the far sideline. About 25.5 minutes to go here. Irish maintaining their 3-0 lead here. Have not really pressured the goal mouth of Rock Island here in this quarter. Played better though, in many ways.
Yeah.
Even without, we had 2 goals by this time in the first half.
No, I would agree. I mean, I think what we're seeing right now is better soccer. Maybe not. That's not
there.
Not good right there, but. And that's the clean. That's what we're talking about. Like, hey, how clean are we with the ball? That's not being clean.
No.
We're kind of trying to do too much. Try to be let's be simple. Play the way you're facing.
I'm going to get a handball on the Irish there.
Make sure we're marking tight here. Not loose, calling people back. I would want somebody free right now. I would keep Horst free in this situation, and instead of being everybody man mark, and we just let somebody go. Who was that? That was Oliver. Oliver let her man go when she saw the balls played, and we can't do that. I think Horst has to call somebody back, in my opinion, to mark and let her be a little free in that situation and kind of win some balls.
So you want a middle linebacker back there, and you want Jenna to be it?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I think that she's capable, big and strong, can go win a head ball. Should be.
Yeah, she is. A few more subs in for the Rocks. Continuing their theory from the first half of playing about 20 girls. Can't say it's not working for them. Putting up a good effort. There's Lucy Burkett fighting there.
Yeah,
so Lucy's going to earn a foul.
Well, I was about to say that's dangerous there, but he's going to let him play through it.
Not much advantage there. Lucy would have had about a 1-on-6. Confident she could have made something out of it. I'm sure she was. Getting down to 23 minutes here. Still 3-0 Irish here in this first game of the 2022 ladies soccer season. Falls to Rock Island. Getting a nice run.
Somebody better stop the counter here.
But I tell you what, it looks like
there's one. Good tackle.
Track coach is probably sorry that number 17 is playing. Denise Gard is playing soccer. She was sprinting down there. The tackle resulted in a throw in for Rock Island on the far touchline. Hit it right in the thighs. Perfect.
Come this way. Don't jam it in there. I mean, that's.
Yeah, we had a chance to play just two square balls there. Would have got it out here. Yeah, where we had
even
space.
Playing behind her would have held on to possession. Like that's a great ball by Bear just to kind of. Now it's to be quick. Still go backwards. You got Oliver if you need her, but see, jamming it right back in the middle is like that's how we lose possession. But Oliver's got to be screaming, for the ball. That hey, this is the option that's going to work best for us right now.
And Stickelmeyer. And what? Man, he needs to take that one further to the corner. And that girl doesn't have pace to beat her.
It's freshman, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She'll figure it out.
I know
you
the
know.
idea. I mean, the idea was nothing wrong with the cross, but she probably could have taken that cross 15 yards further, further downfield.
Huda, as soon as that ball gets pushed up, you got to step your whole back.
Ooh, get a corner kick. Ball must have come off a
Go, use it.
I'd like to see that
come
one
off
again.
a toe.
I'd like to see that one again.
I'd like an explanation. There wasn't much complaint from the Irish defender.
No, I mean, I felt like our girl thought it was a corner or didn't think it was a corner.
We'll see. The Irish will get some. Get a low, medium speed one in there. The Irish are able to pick it out.
Just fine feet here, you know.
Yeah.
Let's find feet. And Lucy maybe come back and get it. And we're not gonna beat 3 people over the top.
No, we know you only got. I mean, you should know. You know, from our formation, you only got 2 people playing up top. Everybody else is down in the box, taking care of that. So there's not going to be somebody. You'd be very unfortunate for somebody. Very fortunate if that finds somebody's feet. Conjuring got the ball in the middle. Nice playing out wide there. Good job by Lucy Burkett winning that. It's a good individual effort.
Well done.
Left-handed shot into the right-handed corner. Nice, low, hard, well placed. Gives the Irish their first goal of the second half and their 4th goal of the game.
Great tackle. I'm most impressed with the 2-footed tackle to win it and then just bury it.
You would be. Oh, yeah. You would be.
It's a beautiful part of the game.
All right, it happens just 2 seconds north of the 20-minute mark. Irish 4-0, 3-0 in the first half. Finally added a tally here in the second half. It did come through the middle, though, again. I mean, it ended up Lucy on the left side, but everything came through Claire in the middle.
Yeah. I'd like to play backwards here. Here you go. Don't go forward. You don't need to go forward. Look behind you.
Alan Dawkins coming back to win that ball. Throws it up ahead to Addison Bellamy. Addison, there you go, Addison. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, nice little run
Take
by
it
Addison.
deeper. Yeah, she did a really good job there. She had a nice skill outside of the foot.
Addison's just a good athlete, good volleyball player, and did a lot of work in the weight room over the winter. So I think we're going to see some good things out of her in the next 4 years as well.
I hope so.
Better with that. Come on, girls.
There's Meredith Oliver. Small up ahead to Ellie Bear. Only a couple touches. Out to Dahlquist. Dahlquist.
That's aggressive.
It was a little. I looked up to see who was making the run. Turns out nobody, because it wasn't a pass. It was ambitious. May need to get Evans to the eye doctor there. Her far sight may not be that great. She's probably making up for Kaylee Crew not being in the game by doing that, though.
She thought she was her sister. Carrie could hit the ball from there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And for the Irish, number 20, Delaney Driscoll.
Delaney Driscoll, a freshman on for the first time. A lot of young kids out here.
Yeah, it's nice to see. Delaney's number 20 there on your screen.
Okay, I'm doing a nice job of kind of holding on to possession here. Nice win there by Bear. And onto the pitch, and first handball of her
There you
career as
go.
well. There you
Absolutely.
go. Put her in the stats.
Father will be proud. He prefers her first stat was a foul, knowing Danny, but
It was a foul in a sense.
yeah, didn't hurt anybody.
Good win there by Oliver. But we need to be better there. Come on, girl. You're all right. We'll figure it out.
Clock ticking down to 17 minutes. Irish 4-0 leaders right now. More than halfway through this half, you'd say they corrected some of those problems that we were talking about, Matt?
I feel like they have. I feel like they've possessed better. I think the last 6-7 minutes that we've kind of gone away from that a little bit, and that could be some fatigue. Coach Ralph hasn't subbed as much as he did in the first half. But yeah, I think I really feel like we've gotten a little better in terms of that possession, and we've gotten a nice little run here by Dahlquist.
Oh yeah, Ellen Dahlquist there. A 6-touch run down the right side there.
Our shape should be a little bit better. I think if we could have been a little wider on that ball there, we could have come in on it and maybe had a chance. But you know, we still need to we need to firm some things up in the back. You know, we still have to be a little better with our possession and our decisions. I'd like to see a hit here.
Oh, Natalie Ivy just doesn't make the contact. She's one of those. Right idea, though.
Good idea.
Yep.
You're either going to hit it there or you're going to take it to the line and serve it. So, but yeah, I think for the most part, you know, I feel like Ellie Bear has played a really nice second half. She's really kind of sat down in that position and done what she's supposed to do. She's been.
Yeah, she's kind of solved that gap.
She really has.
On her own.
She's been very disruptive to Rock Island. She's had timely tackles. She's won possession. She's played backwards. She's held on to the possession when she wins it. She's done a nice job. And I think for the most part, we as a whole kind of we kind of fed off of that, you know. So that's a positive thing for us. I think Ellen has had a nice second half as well too. You know, she's really played some good possession. When we don't look to go forward all the time, we're much better than when we do.
Yeah.
And it
seems counterintuitive, but those passes backward.
That's really what I was about to say. Is like sometimes that's hard to train and hard to teach because you're so inclined to just get the ball away from your goal. I got to get it away from my goal. Like play the ball back to your keeper here. There you go.
There you go.
All right, what's it doing right now? Rock Island's running forward. It's giving our midfielders space, and now we pass to the midfielder.
Well,
she gets the ball
in that gap.
Yep, there you go.
Yep.
And now we still have it. Now we don't have to bang it forward. You know, we can maybe play a square ball. There we go. You know, we can come this way maybe. We got to go to a ball there. That's the only bad part there. Natalie's got to go win that ball. We won it back. You know, don't have to go forward. You know, see, I almost talking to her and telling her not to turn would have been better than her trying to turn into somebody.
Dahlquist making pretty much an identical run that she just made, but she throws in more of a looping cross there instead of the bullet she threw in the first time.
And we still hold on to possession here, so let's see how we kind of react to this.
Probably one of those ones where it could have been wider going down the left there and probably kept that ball in instead of having to go out and reset the play. Another throw in there deep in the corner in the dark recesses of our looks like our navy blue uniforms, we disappear. No, I might have. I'd like to see that. Yeah, I'm gonna say we have to get our first corner of the year.
Yeah, I like that. You know, I'd like to see kind of what we're gonna do on this here. I mean, we've had a couple. We put one on top of the net early in the first half.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And then we had another one that we didn't have anybody back.
No, that's right. That's why I was thinking.
So I think this is our third. But got to win that.
Ball bounces on the ground.
Yeah, it's not. You just got to. Somebody's got to be that aggressive that they just want to go win a. You know, you got to win a ball there. It can't land. Oof. Somebody's not getting dinner tonight. Better touch I hear over there. Right idea though. She's taking it laterally across the field to try to find some space. Just
pass him down.
Nope, almost.
No, can't keep it in. Yep, literally happened at the feet of the side judge. So no disguise in that one. Irish number 7, Maddie Stickelmeyer coming back into the game. Natalie Ivy getting a breather. Natalie managed to get a shot on goal in there when she was in there. She's done a good job. More varsity action in this game than she's had most of her career. Acquitted herself well. Natalie Irish commit a foul. Give back possession.
Foul on Bellamy, you know, but just playing hard, trying to win a 50-50.
Yeah.
You know,
Coming in from behind a little.
it's all right. You got to earn your stripes.
12 minutes to go. Wind picking up. Somebody hit the wind button.
It's supposed to die down at night.
Yeah.
Not tonight.
Phenomenal camera person, technical advisor Aaron Cunningham said it was not. The wind had not died down during the JV game. And now he's now incapable of using his left hand. He had it in the wind for 90 minutes. Addie Jeanettin controls that ball. It came into her box. 11.5-minute mark. Throws out a low.
Coach Bear just offered Aaron his gloves. Apparently he had 2 pairs on.
2 pairs hand warmers.
What a jerk.
And a blanket.
A blanket.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I thought your hand was always blue.
Mike's like, my hands are sweating anyway.
That's right. God, I'm chafing. I'm so sweaty. I wish my hand was blue like Aaron's.
What we need to.
Ellen making a run. That
See if you can find some feet here. Ooh!
oh, hits the,
The
post.
woodwork and hit it square.
Go short side low. That had the ringing sound to it.
Hit it perfect.
We would have had the keeper beaten, I'm sure, if it was 4 inches. Probably would have hit the post and hit the keeper and gone in. Nice job, Ellen.
I don't think you can hit it that square and get a throw that deep without hitting it that perfect.
That perfect, yeah, that had to go off absolutely 90 degrees.
And for the Irish, number 13, Lucy
Excuse me, I yawned.
And for Rock Island, number 8, Niwa Hei-Pa.
And Lucy Burkett back on for the Irish. Delaney Driscoll.
I may not be able to talk the rest of the night now. It's all on you, Dave. I could.
About 9.5 minutes to go.
There we go. Switch the point of attack here.
Coach Blackford's just gone through puberty. His voice has changed. Have him right next to us. Very proud of him.
Happens.
It happens. He's going to have to shave tonight, too, for the first time. There's a lot happening in his life at the moment.
I am really nervous about that.
Claire Gerard played a nice ball out here to Stickelmeyer.
Let's see if Stickelmeyer just take her on and get service. Well done. Get in the box.
Very good job there.
Oh, I'd have taken 2 more touches and see what happens.
It's a good job there, using her off foot.
Ooh.
All right. Ellen Dahlquist up
Ellen getting
there
up
ahead.
there.
Yeah, went up there. More subs coming in.
Rock Island, number 7, So-Pa.
That was a good job of Maddie Stickelmeyer over there. Took the ball, squaring up her defender, beating her off, showing some physicality there for a freshman. She'll only get better at that.
No, I like Maddie. I like the way she plays. I think she gives us a dimension that we thought we were going to miss a little bit. And
Yeah.
I think the more she plays, the more confidence she's going to get. I think like that play she just had, that she figures out 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, that hey, I'm going to take two more touches. I'm going to be in. I'm going to bring somebody else to me, and I'm going to free somebody else for an easy goal. You know, she'll figure that out. And, you know, she's an athletic, smart kid.
Yeah, she showed it on the basketball court freshman year. All right, Jenna Horst. Good job there, earning the goal kick for the Irish. 8 minutes to go here. By the time this kick is taken by Addie Jeanettin. Well, that's a good job of finding the chest and the feet of Ellen Dahlquist.
Yeah, 8 minutes to go. We're probably tired. You know,
Yeah,
we're starting to just. It's funny because when we get tired, what do? Well, we start banging balls forward so we can make longer, harder runs. You know, it's just like it's so counterintuitive as what you want to do.
But your teammate has to make the run. You don't.
It's like. Yeah.
That's the benefit.
I'm exhausted right now. You look a little fresher than me. I'm going to bang a ball 50 yards in front of you, and you see if you can run it down.
You haven't been working as hard as I have this game, so you should have some more energy than me.
Just like let's knock it around. Let's play a little shorter. You know. You know, I think that ball's going to step off stage.
Oh,
I think sometimes you look at the score too, and you just think, oh, we got to start getting forward. We got to get. Why don't we have more goals?
One more,
It's like,
one more,
we got to get
yeah.
another one. Just our goals have come because we played the short pass game, that we knocked it around the back, that we changed the point of attack, that we played through our midfield, and then we just kind of we have a tendency to fall away from it, and that happens to every team, you know, not just the girls, but the boys sometimes, and it happened to my teams all the time too. Like we'd get in these games, and we're like, oh, we're dominating, you know, it's 2-0, and we've done everything the right way, and then all of a sudden it's like we lose our minds, and we just start doing things our way, and we can't figure out why we only won 2-1 or 2-0, you know, or why we only got a goal late in the game for win 3-0, you know, when you could have won 6-7-0 if you would have just kept doing the things that you did well and that helped you score goals.
you go back to that basketball analogy when you get the lead now. All of a sudden you start shooting threes instead of working the ball inside and going inside outside. You're coming down and shooting threes on the transition instead of getting layups. And
how many times do you see that, especially in the high school game? You live and die by that three-point line that they never did earlier all year. And it's like we fall in love with something that doesn't work and going home.
All right, below 6 minutes here. Yeah, Rock-On's trying to build something here and play the ball backwards there nicely themselves. And number 24 there has the leg from that distance if we give her some space.
Ooh, good
It's
tackle.
Bowman. Nice relieve a little bit of the pressure there.
I think the only thing that's saving us with this wind tonight is it's coming out of the south. There's a little bit of, it doesn't feel as cold as it usually does, but it's south, Mike. Look at the flag.
Mike says every map he looks at, the south points down. That's where he thinks south is. It's not coming from the ground, Matt. It'll be 5 minutes of rebuttal. 5 minutes of rebuttal from Coach Bear at the end of this game. If you guys want to stay tuned.
The extra time. There's the extra time is
Extra
his
time.
rebuttals. I'll be gone. I'll be home by then. He'll still be rebuttaling. And point 6, Matt.
I know you're listening. All right, Darren's trying to see out the last 4 minutes of this game here. Going to get a foul there. Rock-On will have a free kick just on the other side of midfield, the defensive side of midfield for the Rocks.
Yeah, let's see what we do here. How well do we organize this in the back? You know, we got to go win that ball. We can't do that. I mean, that ball has to be won out of the air. Somebody's got to get brave. Somebody's got to go win a head ball and clear that out of there and get it out of danger.
Even a thigh or something on it. Yeah, I mean, we kind of turned sideways and tried to play with our foot.
You got to win that ball. You can't let somebody run in and win it. And fortunately, that didn't happen. But man, we have to be better at that. I mean, we have to understand that with 3 in the back, that we have to cover that ground. We've got to be in a position where we're going to win balls, and then go do it. But that's, I mean, 2 in a row that just kind of land back there, and we kind of let it, thinking, well, we'll just collect it. I mean, thinking you're going to collect balls in the back is not the attitude to have. You better have an attitude that you are going to go win it, and you're going to clear it out when you win it, especially when you're under duress. Ellie Bear must have had an athletic mom. Oh, because she is getting after it out there today. She has disrupted. I mean, I talked about it earlier. She has done a nice job of just kind of disrupting what they're trying to do and sitting in there and kind of keeping things at bay for us.
I think it's her uncles, actually.
Her uncles?
Yeah, I think it's her uncles.
That's it. That is 100% it.
How that works. I don't think that's it.
But
There's some truth to it.
I think that's going to add 2 more minutes to Mike's rebuttal, by the way.
I'll be asleep. I'll be in bed.
He's going to need a halftime in his rebuttal. Lock this ball in there. A good second win by Natalie. Good job by the defender, taking the ball on wide.
Somebody's got to stop ball here.
Yeah, can't let her do 2-step overs when you're here.
Nice, well done by.
Well, freshman does the job there.
Stickelmeyer said, I read that book. I saw you do that before.
Yeah.
You're my friend, and I'm not going to let you do it to me.
Good job, aggressive play by the goalkeeper going out. Getting on the ground, gather that. Under pressure. Little Lucy Burkett probably harassing her.
There's a good win. Another good win. I think our forwards are kind of done running. What do we got, about a minute? Yep, about a minute left.
Yeah, we got about a minute and 5, yep.
Don't want to give one up here. You know, keep your clean sheet for your keeper and your back line. You got to kind of focus here. I'd be communicating like crazy right now. Do we have everybody marked?
Yeah, nothing cheap.
Our shape isn't great. I would probably have Horst on 10 and then free up Oliver to come wide out here and cover some space behind her. So here we go. We're under a minute. We got about 30 seconds, 35 seconds to go, and we've given up a corner. So we need to really shore things up here right now. I don't know.
See, Rock Island can dial up here. Let's see if
Sixes. We got to somebody for Lucy's coming back to mark.
Yeah, Lucy.
Got to win it. Got to get it out.
Midfield.
There we go. Uh-oh. And that should be about it right here.
We'll see the game out there.
That should be it. That'd be a victory for the Irish.
Yeah, nice 4-0 victory for the Irish. 3 in the first half, 1 here in the second half. A much better shape to their, or form to their shape here. In the second half, and played the ball backwards a lot more. Took care of the gap in the midfield, so I think Coach Ralph will be happy.
Yep.
Saw progress in the second half. Saw good results in
definitely.
the first half, and saw a better sort of theory in the second half, if you want to put it that way. But good to get a first game of the season in. Good to have it be a victory. Keep a clean sheet for your defenders and your goalkeeper. Addie Jeanette, the goalkeeper. And the Irish on to Geneseo, we say, for a big away game, second game of the season.
Yeah, it's going to be that'll be one that'll test us for sure. I think Geneseo always has big, strong, athletic forwards that are fast, and they're going to come at you and try to put you under pressure. And they usually have a very solid midfield and a solid back line that can really bang balls out. And
team we see in the regional sectional complex around here. Yeah.
Usually a sectional showdown that we end up having with them, and so the Irish are going to have to really kind of come ready to play, and they have to get up early. I think it's an earlier kickoff. So
yeah, might be a little bit of nasty weather too. So yeah, nice introduction to what spring soccer is like around here in Central Illinois for anybody who isn't familiar with it. All right, well, we'd like to thank Mike Bear for directing this, our cameraman, Aaron Cunningham for freezing. He's frozen in space right now. That's why you're getting that shot. I am Rob Kenny. On behalf of my partner, Matt Blackford, I'd like to thank you for tuning into this inaugural broadcast of the 2022 season for Lady Irish Soccer, and we look forward to you joining us for our next broadcast. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a good night.